Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a scenario that probably you might be going through the same way. It's just about somebody who have interacted with me on LinkedIn. He has been going for interviews for a whole entire year, interview after interview, and not knowing what's the reason that he has been not gotten the offer. So as a career coach, he has reached out to me and asked for help, letting me know that he doesn't know what he is doing, that he's not getting a job. Analyzing his resume and analyzing his job. The jobs that he is actually going for and the resume that he has, the skills, his experience, his credentials, his knowledge, all turned out to be a mix of things. So the job that he wanted, he had written down a resume that is kind of like it's in the finance industry, but it's not something that he was doing. It is something that he was hoping to get a job and learn the job over there. So I just, as doing my first step, the assessment of the resume, the assessment of the person, knowing what he's capable of. This is kind of like the pre-session that I do usually in order for me to learn about the candidate itself and find out the gap that the candidate is doing and how I can help. So the first mistake was he didn't analyze his skills. He didn't analyze his strength, his knowledge, his experience, his expertise, basically he's going to a job that is not what he was doing anywhere, and he doesn't have the skills. He's lacking the skills. So when he gets the interview, perhaps the keywords are there. And he's been called for an interview. But then they are asking him questions and he doesn't know what to say. He was turned off. So he told me there are certain questions that they are asking. He doesn't know how to respond to them. They finished asking him questions. Now they're doing electronic personality test, testing him on the skills as well, in order for them to know that this is the qualifying candidate for the job. And when he goes to the testing, guess what? He doesn't know anything because he didn't do any of this in his current work. So we had to do a mock interview. A mock interview is basically where we are both having a session when I am going to pretend, right, while mocking there is an actual interview. I'm going to ask you questions and I'm waiting for you to reply. So if you're stuck and you don't know how to reply, I'm going to guide you and how to exactly answer it in order for you not to show yourself as you don't know how to answer the question. What we have done is, after I asked him questions, he decided to ask me questions as well. Questions that he doesn't know how to answer, questions that he had been asked numerous times for the position. I guided him how to answer as well. Usually it takes an hour to do this session, depending on the Zoom, on the phone, in person, whichever is comfortable. After we have gone through numerous episodes of what if they ask this, what if they ask that, how do I respond, what do I say? And I usually say to everyone, the STAR method works. The STAR method, I have described right here the STAR method. The STAR method is going to explain to you exactly the purpose of the questions that they are asking. It sounds like, oh, why they're asking about my personality? Because they want to know if you have the soft skills. They want to know if you have the executive functioning skills. So I explain in details in my video. After honing through this session and practicing the answers and learning and doing some homework, we have decided together that the resume has to be redone again, because the resume is not actually what is the person is. It's kind of like lying. So if you are lying, you are going to be caught. So you don't want to do that. You're going to look bad at yourself, you know. You never know what they're going to put in the background. When they check your background, they can edit stuff and can write, oh, this person is lying, you don't trust him. Like, you don't want any of that stuff to be in your background check. So when we did the resume, he was doing his homework. After 2 weeks, he was able to land a job. This is the gap that needs to be filled in, because if you don't have the assessment and you go just to a resume writer to write for you the resume, that's great, but it doesn't end there. There is more work that needs to be done. So it's either you are going to find out exactly how to job search properly, how to do the interviews properly, how to answer and how to ask questions whenever you need to ask questions, and not feel intimidated. All of this plays a factor. I have a resume log that is actually helps you to keep track of where you send your resume, who you networked with, what's the status of your job search, your progress. And also there are about 500 keywords for your resume to be put in, depending on your industry. And also you will have LinkedIn job search strategies and 200 questions you can ask your interviewer in order for you to look as professional as you can be. Thanks for watching this video. I would love to invite you to be part of my community where you are a member as a candidate chat room. Upon joining, you will receive tons of information. You will receive templates, ebooks, products, tips, advice, strategies, and weekly emails where you can actually ace your interview, build your career from ground up, and get promoted as needed. You can also ask any questions that you want, and I will be able to answer to my members first and then to my YouTube community. The link to join is in the description. I'm going to see you in the candidate chat room forum.